Black Lives Matter. If Black women don't matter, skin women don't matter. Okay, because there are men that will say, "Oh, I date Black." Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
If Black women don't matter, Black dark skin women don't matter. If Black trans women don't matter, then we cannot say Black Lives Matter.
Mm-hmm.
And if those group of people don't matter to Black men, then why should we carry all of this luggage? If when I say, hey, that's colorist, can you not say things like that? Or can we unpack that? And you call me a hating ass, ugly ass Black bitch, then that means my life doesn't matter, because what
Mm-hmm.
plagues me doesn't matter to you.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, you're not mine. And that's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
You're not mine if my life doesn't matter to you. Like, that is literally like Stockholm syndrome.
So as you can see from the title, I'm reacting to Eloho's new video that she just dropped titled "Stop Saying Our Black Men." Now, I'm going to give my whole opinions on this topic and how I feel, if I agree, if I disagree, and what I want to sprinkle in and add in there, or whatever. So you know me, I'm going to give my opinions. I'm going to keep it 100, I always do. Subscribe to my channel and like this video and comment down below if you agree with what we're talking about today, if you disagree with what we're talking about today. Interact with me in the comments, because this is a serious situation, a serious topic that we actually need to have in the Black community, and I would love to hear from other Black men and other Black women who agree, disagree, or are indifferent with this topic. Also, I'm going to be reacting to this video a little bit differently. Now, normally when I do reaction videos, I'll put the video like smaller right here so you can see it as I'm watching it. But I feel like this video is really long, and there's so many things that are going to need to be talked about that I can't just play the entire video and then talk about it at the end. I need to chop it up.
2 days back, I tweeted, Black women, stop saying our Black men. They are not ours, and they continue to tell us that. Right? I got to follow up with the thread. I had to hit you with the boom. I can love a Black man and still hold Black men accountable. What I'm saying is, if you stop saying that all Black men are yours, when you see colorist shit, when you see anti-Black women shit, your feelings won't be as hurt. You won't be as angry. Your blood won't boil as much. Your level of unbotheredness will be at an all-time high. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm not perfect. I'm aspiring to a level of unbotheredness. That's what I aspire. I'm not there yet. Okay, God's working on me. I am an empath. So this journey to unbotheredness, honestly, I'll probably never get there. But at least I'm on my way, okay?
More specifically talking to Black women. This is more specifically talking to Black women. But this could go for anyone in the community too. So Black brothers can stay and watch this video too. And if you disagree, let me know. We can talk about it respectfully, because I ain't disrespected, or am I going to disrespect anyone in this video. Just stating my opinion. But anyways, so with that being said, I feel like a lot of people, more specifically Black women, have a problem with looking at every Black man as parents would say, they're thugs. But I know a lot of Black women do see a Black man and say, oh my gosh, they just a lot of Black women automatically have that. Women in general automatically have that internal motherly, empathetic, sympathetic instinct, especially towards men. We just naturally have that. We're just naturally like that. It's kind of a curse. But yeah, so and with that being said, a lot of women, more specifically Black women, because that's what we're talking about in this video, see other Black men and automatically empathize and sympathize with them. Even they could have done the worst crime ever, but because you think he's a little bit cute and he reminds you of your son and he's chocolate like your husband, you gonna feel sorry for him and put money on his books, even though he's in prison for raping 2 little girls. But you're still gonna put money on his books and feel sorry for him because he's a Black man and he reminds you of your son. And I know some of you may be offended that I'm saying that, but these are truths. That is the truth. And with that being said, it's like that can be problematic. Just because you have a Black son, that doesn't mean every Black child that you come across is in need of your mothering. He got his own mama. He's okay. He's good. You know, and it's just like a lot of black women automatically have this like, every black man is my man. Every black son is my son. Every black husband or every black male is a man that I could have potentially married. So I look at him as my black husband. And it's just like, if you look at every black man as your son or as your husband or as someone that you love and care about, you're going to get hurt every single time one of them come out and disrespect the fuck out of black women. Because y'all keep investing and putting your time, energy, empathy, sympathy into men that are not putting that same energy into you.
This was my favorite line. Being pro-black love doesn't mean pro-black male abusers. I'm going to say that again. Being pro-black love doesn't mean pro-black male abusers. I am for the love of black people. Pro-black love is not just men and women. It's women and women. It's black women loving on black women, black men loving on black men. Black love, I need it. I would love black love. I am in a relationship with a black man. However, I would never tell black women to settle. I've never said that. I've never said, girl, yeah, you just need a black man. So it's all right that he cheat on you every night. It's all right that he's slapping you upside your head. It's all right that he don't respect your moms. Just deal with it. I've never said that on my platform. I've never, and I will never say stay with an abuser. I don't care what color he is.
I'm here for black love. You know, I'm here for it. However, just because a black man and a black woman are together and they're black, that doesn't mean that the love should be celebrated just because they are black. Basically saying that, sis, just because he's a black man, you shouldn't ignore the fact that he's no good for you. He cheats on you and beats on you every other night. Yeah, he may be a black man, but just because you want black love doesn't mean that you need to settle for any black man that has a penis. Like, there are other black men or just other men in general of other races that you can be with and date that will give you beautiful, happy, peaceful love. It doesn't have to be black love. But if it is going to be black love, choose a black man that's going to choose you and treat you like the queen you are. So yeah, black love should be celebrated, but only when the relationship is healthy. And just because he's a black man, that doesn't mean you should settle for an unhealthy relationship just to say, I have black love. Rooting for black love and wanting black love doesn't mean accepting any and all black men, especially the ones that are shitty and treat you like shit. I want black women to be happy with a man, regardless of what color he is. If he's non-black, bitch, if he's white, sis, do you. As long as he treats you right, he makes you happy and you're at peace, I am not mad at you, okay? I'm tired of this community trying to get on black women for dating men that treat them right and make them happy. But because he's not black, she should be crucified and called a bed witch. Like, I'm tired. And let's be realistic.
The difference is because most of the black men that we bring up when we're speaking on this situation presently does, and will in the future, disrespect black women. Both in their personal life as well as on public platforms. Like the 50 Cents, the Snoop Dogs, the Diddies, Lil Wayne. Do I need to go on? Women like Serena Williams. She's in a interracial relationship. Have we ever seen her disrespect black men? I'll wait. I can't think of too many other black women that are with non-black men, because most black women that are married or do have children, they usually date and procreate with black men. I'm not saying black women don't. There are more women that are starting to, date outside the race, but majority of black women are still marrying and procreating with black men. So with that being said, the few that we do see that date outside the race, they don't disrespect black men. But there's been a lot of cases of black men, both on public platforms that were celebrities, rich, who had platforms, as well as regular motherfuckers on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, that date or fuck or procreate outside of the black race, but disrespect black women on a constant basis. That's the difference. That's why we speak on it. So for those of you who try to bring that up, that's the clarification. I want black women to be happy. If they disrespect black women or disrespect the black community, then they're on their own. They hopped the fence, they did their thing, and they're disrespectful. They're on their own. But usually I don't see black women that date outside the race that disrespect black men or disrespect the black community. I rarely see that. But there's so many cases that I can list of black men on public platforms as well as regular dudes, because y'all love to say 50 Cent and their celebrities don't represent regular black men. I know a lot of black men who act like the ones that we're talking about, so knock it off. I don't know any black women that date outside the race. In my personal life, I don't know any black women that have dated outside the race. If they do, that's fine. It's not a bad thing as long as they're not disrespectful to the community. But I don't know any. I can count on two hands black men in my personal life. Uncles, family members, friends, people I used to know, people I still know to this day, who are married to, have dated out, or procreated with non-black women. And then there's also a separate list of some of those same black men who have also not only procreated and dated outside the race, but also disrespected black women or said something harmful about the black community in the process of nutting inside of a non-black woman. So with that being said, there's a difference, and we recognize it, and that's why we speak on it. So I'm beating you to it if you want the clarification. There you go. Let's continue.
But with that being said, only people that really get chastised for dating outside their race in this community is black women. Black men only get chastised by the little group of black women that care. Because not all black women care about black men dating outside their race. We really don't. But only as long as you're not disrespecting black women, we don't care. But the only people that really get on black men for doing that is the little section, or I won't say little, but the section of black women who, you know, still are hoping that black men are going to choose them and them only. So them. But other than that, black men really get off the hook a lot of the time for dating outside their race, especially the black men who are in power and who have millions and who can actually help generate wealth in the black community, but instead they rather give it to the white women or non-black women in their communities. So with that being said, the only people that really get chewed out for dating outside the race is black women, because black women get chewed out not only by black men, but also by other black women as well. Black women get chewed out by both sides of the community when they date outside their race. Black men only get chewed out by the little section of black women that care, because most black men don't care about black men dating outside their race unless it affects them personally.
The thing is they are supposed to be ours. Let me say that. They are supposed to be ours, right? Black women carry the race in our wombs. I said this on Instagram. We carry the race in our wombs. Yes, it takes two to create a baby, but it takes a black woman to bring that baby to life. Okay, so without a black womb, without a black woman, there would be no black men. You will not, you can plant the seeds, but if the tree don't grow, it ain't a tree. So without a black woman's canal bringing that baby into this world, there will be no black men. So technically, we want to say that they are ours, right? Because they literally come from us. However, they have shown us, not all, but collectively, the loudest niggas in the room, right? The people that set the standard, right? The celebrities, the billionaires, the millionaires, the men with platforms, the broke niggas on the block, right? They say it too. So it's like they're telling you, actually, we don't belong to you. We have preferences. We're entitled to our preferences. And yeah, my mama's black, but I might not want to date black women. So by you taking ownership of that man and him telling you, actually, you don't own me, actually. You look desperate. I get secondhand embarrassment because there are a lot of black women that still feel so connected and chained to these men who are literally saying, like, bruh, like, you ain't my type, though. I get secondhand embarrassment. It looks very desperate on your part when you say our black men, specifically behind men that have said, yeah, I don't belong to you. My mama carried me and I don't even like my mama. So who the fuck are you? That's what I'm talking about.
On some real shit, like, a lot of you bitches still don't get it. I mean, that's just what it is. Like, it's like we have to keep making these videos, and I say we because there's a group of black women on YouTube and Twitter and social media in general now who are trying to wake black women up from being these motherfucking saving superheroes and, you know, putting the cape on for these dudes that don't deserve it, regardless if they have the same skin color as us or not. We just need y'all to wake up, and y'all ain't doing that. Now, a lot of us have woken up, okay? A lot of us have. But there are still a lot of us that are still sleeping, that are still ignoring the signs, that are still willfully being ignorant, that are still willfully allowing themselves to be used by the men in their life just because they're black and they look at them as their thuns. So with that being said, videos like these are going to keep being made until a lot of us either A, get treated better, or B, the ones that are being treated like shit wake up and distance themselves from the shitty motherfuckers so that you can live a better, peaceful life. We just want what's best for you. And a lot of y'all ain't waking up, so we kind of have to keep making these videos. Also, it's embarrassing. Like Eloho said, it's embarrassing. When black women like me, who live in their truth, respect and love themselves, has morals and values, and knows the difference between loving and caring about your community and the black men in your community, and then just like literally going out on social media and embarrassing yourself by saying things like, I'm gonna love a black man so hard because this world doesn't. When newsflash, this world don't love your black ass either, sis. And they don't love you even more because you have a pussy and not a dick. When y'all go out there and cape for motherfuckers like Snoop Dogg and 50 Cent and try to say things like, oh, when he was disrespecting her, he wasn't talking about all black women, just black women this applies to. Or he wasn't talking about me, he was talking about her. So it has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with black women in general, just her, you know. When you go out there and cape for these motherfuckers, when you go out there and say, pick me, and, you know, comment on their videos and their posts that are clearly disrespecting black women, and then you go online with your black woman ass and comment under there and say, I'm gonna ignore this black king. I still love and respect you, but that was mean to say. He just disrespected the fuck out of you, but yet you're commenting, reassuring that no matter what he says, what he does, you still gonna be here caping, pick me. Like, it's embarrassing. It really makes the collective of black women look like it's easy to get us. You can do anything to us and we gonna still be here waiting for you. You can treat us like shit. You don't gotta marry us. We'll still have your babies. You can disrespect us on public platforms and say that we're nothing, black women are nothing but struggle love. And, you know, black women represent the struggle and exoticals and non-black women represent money, wealth, and they're harder to get and they deserve to have happiness because they're not the struggle and they don't remind you of the struggle, but black women do because we are the struggle. Like, when y'all cape for motherfuckers who say and do disrespectful things towards black women, it's embarrassing and it just makes us look like you can do anything to us and we still gonna be there. And black women like me who know their worth and doesn't allow that bullshit and won't allow that bullshit is tired of seeing y'all out there with the pick me signs because it just makes us look bad. Because we look like you and because we're attached to you simply because we're black too, it makes us look bad. Now listen, sis, do what you want. If you want to go out there and look a fool and cape for motherfuckers who will never cape for you, go ahead and do that. But just don't be surprised when we're laughing at you and telling you that you look bad. Also, don't be surprised when these same black men do you like how Snoop Dogg did Ari Lennox. And then you're like, damn, I should have never caped for him a week ago because now he's disrespecting, embarrassing me a week later.
And so clearly we have misogynoir, which is typical from Snoop Dogg. No one is surprised here, right? We know this, we expect this. But what we won't allow is the unsolicited bullying, the unsolicited misogynoir, like right in our faces. Y'all can't even hide it long enough to ride the Black Lives Matter movement. Like, no, I know we're fighting for Black lives, but ugly, quote unquote, ugly Black women, we're not fighting for you. Dark-skinned Black women, we're not fighting for you either. Trans women, no, we're not fighting for you. No, we're fighting for Black men and quote unquote exotics. That's their movement. And I've accepted it. I've accepted that. That's what they mean when they say Black lives. And honestly, even Black lives don't matter to a lot of Black men. So I'm in an interesting place. I'm in an interesting place mentally, as to where I need to decide what it is that I'm going to do. And I think that as Black women, we all, again, right, we're in that really complex place where it's like, damn, like I want to fight for this. I want to, but why would I waste my time and my precious energy while the exotics that y'all praise are sitting at home, polishing their nails, right? Relaxing, probably popping a couple pills. The exotics are saved and cherished, and the Black women are out here dying and being shot and being killed and fighting, all to turn around and get posted as a slave reference.
I don't see how a lot of Black women are still being brainwashed in 2020 to fight for men that don't fight for you, who won't fight for you. And also, you're fighting, a lot of the time, you guys are fighting for men who don't and won't even choose you. And y'all gonna get, and I know y'all gonna get mad that I said this, but I don't give a fuck, I'm gonna say it. A lot of Black women are out there, and we're out there, and still are out there getting shot at, killed, beat the fuck up, bruised, abused. Black women are coming up missing after attending these protests. A lot of Black women are out here risking their lives, getting fucked up and even killed, losing babies. Black women are losing their children. Pregnant Black women are going out here risking their lives for Black men that wouldn't even do the same for you. And we're going to speak on it, even specifically speaking. We're talking about exoticals, right? Let's speak on it. George Floyd. A lot of Black women are out here fighting for this man and wanting justice for him because you guys look at him as your thun. The woman that he was choosing to marry was not Black. She was a white woman. He has 2, maybe even 3 baby mothers. They're Black. They're baby mothers. They're not, and they never were wives to him. They were just only baby mothers. But the woman he was going to choose to marry and put a ring on it was his fiance, the white woman who chose not to protest for him. Like she said, Black women are going out here risking their lives for Black men who they look at as their thuns, while the same Black men that you look at as your thuns would rather procreate and marry non-Black white women who won't even go out there and fight for him. You look at him as your thun while he's gonna marry a white woman because he looks at you as his struggle.
So to all the Black men that say, you know, not all, right? I'm a good Black man. When you see other Black men operating in misogynoir, here's your time to shine, right? Here's where we should see your not allness, right? So I saw an attempt. DJ Battlecat says, Snoop, hold on, cuzzo. But then I saw a follow-up comment that said, that's all you're gonna say? Black men need to stop letting these kinds of Black men go unchecked. Okay, so he attempted to check them, but I'm gonna need more than 4 words. Hold on and do what? Come on, I feel the goodness coming out of you. Go ahead, say it. Oh, I know it's against the bro code, but say it. Say it, come on. Snoop, you fucked up for this one. Leave Black women alone. They are beautiful. They go through enough. We need to protect them. Go ahead and say it. I know you want to. I know it's hard. I know you want to, but to the good Black men out there, right? To the not alls, I need to see y'all going hard. Go harder. Go harder. Because y'all ain't as loud as these colorist niggas making these posts.
She said, I'm going to need you to say more than 4 words. Period. Like she said, for those of you who always love to point out, not all Black men, not all Black men. Well, the ones that videos like this apply to are the loudest in the room. And the ones that are the good black men don't do shit to calm them down. You'll see the black man over here being disrespectful, misogynistic, colorist, and even futurist, and just being disrespectful, loud, saying disrespectful, doing disrespectful shit towards black women. And then the good, quote unquote, good black guy is sitting right there, not saying shit. Yeah, you're not participating in it, and I appreciate you not participating. But at the same time, that doesn't really matter because you're not doing shit to stop him or to prevent him from continuously disrespecting this or these black women. All black men are not bad. I know that, okay? And I know some of you guys are probably gonna try to label it as, oh, black women hate black men, or even talk about me specifically and say I hate black men. And that's not the case. At least for me specifically, I don't hate black men. I don't hate anybody. I don't have no hate in my heart or in my body. I don't hate nobody, period. I'm not a hateful, angry, bitter person. I have a peaceful life. I'm pretty happy with who I am and where I'm put in life. So I don't hate no one, and I don't have nothing against nobody. But I won't tolerate, and I don't tolerate disrespect. And just because you are black like me doesn't mean that I'm gonna let you get away with it. And most of the people I see that do disrespect and come at black women that look like me are black men that look like me. And with that being said, you may be black like us, but we're not allowing the disrespect anymore. If you're gonna disrespect us, it's not happening. If you're white and you disrespect us, if you're black and you disrespect us, if you're Asian and you disrespect us, if you're a black woman disrespecting black women, it don't matter to me. I don't give a fuck if you're a toenail. Bitch, if you disrespect me and black women that look like me, if you disrespect my image, I will not fuck with you. And with that being said, a lot of black men disrespect black women's image. And so with that being said, from here on out, especially based on what a lot of black men have been showing, and a lot of black men have been showing their ass online regularly, like Eloho said, even during the Black Lives Matter movie, you couldn't even wait for that to be over. You're already disrespecting black women. We just gonna have to just realize that a lot of you black men are not our black men. You're not. Not all of you, but a lot of you. Black men are supposed to be black women's men. Black women are supposed to be black men's women. It should be that way. Yes, it should. And it actually seems like that's the natural thing to do. It always seemed natural. It's supposed to be. But based on how black men treat their own women, that's not the case. Yeah, in a great world, in the world and in the way that we're genetically made, that's the way it should go. But a lot of black men don't want it to be that way. And we hear you. So we're listening, black men, for those black men who don't want to be a part, who don't want black women to be their women. We hear you, men, and we agree. You're not ours either. So it's okay. You don't have to feel bad for not liking black women anymore. It's all right. Just keep it 100 and tell the truth so we know how to deal with you accordingly, and we'll be fine. You stay out of our way and keep us out your mouth, and we'll keep you out our mouth as long as you're not disrespecting us. But you guys constantly do. That's why I had to make this video, because y'all constantly coming for us. Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent. Constantly. And that's just two little baby examples. There's so many black men that disrespect regularly. I have screenshots just from yesterday on Facebook. Like, so many black men disrespect regularly. But obviously, people ignore those ones because they claim that, they don't matter, even though they do. A lot of y'all like to say black celebrities aren't the collective of black men, but the collective of black men that I do see disrespect as well. But that's another topic. But yeah, we're just giving what you give. If you give me bullshit, I'll give it back. So a lot of black men have been giving bullshit, and we hear you, we see you, and we'll grant your wish. You're not our men no more. Wish granted.